Live from Skokstudio Vocal Instruction, located in Mentor, Ohio, just outside of downtown Cleveland. And if you've been following along on the skokstudio.org website, as well as all the social media channels, you've seen a lot of what the business has been doing. They now have both online and in-person lessons located at two different studios here in Mentor as well as New York City. Hugh Thorpe, joined today by the founder and owner of Skokstudio Vocal Instruction, Heidi Skok. And Heidi, it's an interesting time for you here today because here you are, you've been in and out of this industry for so long now. It has to be a great feeling to know that you're really getting into this business once again and working with voices on a full-time basis.
It is. Hi, Hugh, and welcome to Skokstudio Vocal Instruction. Thank you for coming by to see us.
Nice to be here.
It is very different, and I'm so excited to be back full-time. I've been part-time for so many years because I was raising some wonderful children, 4 of them, and now I'm an empty nester. Everybody's off to college very successfully, so I'm so excited to be back full-time working with singers.
What kind of singers and people's voices are you going to be working with here at Skokstudio Vocal Instruction, Heidi?
I work with the professional singer, I work with the pre-professional singer, I help them to become professionals, and I work with the serious beginner who really wants to work and understand their voice and learn how to sing.
What are some of the biggest accomplishments that your students have achieved, either past or current students?
Well, I've had singers singing all over the world, Metropolitan Opera, national opera companies over in Europe, on Broadway, off Broadway, people making recordings, people now following where the business is going, which is a lot of live streaming and streaming on all the platforms, making their own recordings. So I have a real gamut of singers, including that serious beginner.
Finally, Heidi, here, before we wrap up our introduction, why should other singers choose you as their voice teacher and to work with you at Skokstudio Vocal Instruction?
I teach a very solid vocal technique that is really, really effective and easy, very simple, not complicated. I also have a mindset practice that I put into all of my lessons and a lot of breath work. Breath work is so important. If you approach the work from a standpoint, you can't possibly get into the fullness of your voice. And I empower a singer. So there's those 4 main points.
Well, it sounds like you have some great goals in place, and we can't wait to hear from what your life has been about and what Skokstudio Vocal Instruction is like on the other side here pretty soon.
Thank you, Hugh. Thank you so
All right,
much.
sounds good. So you heard it from Heidi Skok. We still have 2 interviews coming up that you will see about Heidi. So until then, we thank you for listening here at Skokstudio Vocal Instruction.